shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
Sitting in the crowd smoking big cigars. I hope you're ready for what's coming now. I'm the one, I'm the lady that will bring it down. There's a joint on the corner where the big boys play, where the whiskey's running like the river, but they all never come for the booze and bass. I'm the one, I'm the lady that'll rock this place. That'll rock this place. That'll rock this place. Rock this place. Rock this place. Rock this place.
Πάμε. Τι είναι το BarEngage,
Λοιπόν, το BarEngage είναι μια γιορτή στην ουσία που διοργανώσαμε πριν 2 χρόνια στη Λάρισα για πρώτη φορά, φέρνοντας γνωστούς καταξιωμένους επαγγελματίες του χώρου που δουλεύουν στο Λονδίνο ή στο Παρίσι. Στην ουσία έρχονται για μια εβδομάδα στη Λάρισα και κάνουν ωραία όμορφα κοκτέιλ, δείχνοντας μια διαφορετική άποψη του hospitality, της φιλοξενίας και τους χώρους εστίασης, πώς δουλεύουν σε μεγάλα καταξιωμένα μπαρ.
Και από την άλλη είναι και το τι βλέπουν αυτοί ήδη, δηλαδή τους ξεναγούμε σε τοπικά ενοποιεία, τοπικά αποστακτήρια, βλέπουν το τσίπουρο, δηλαδή το τοπικό απόσταγμα, βλέπουν και δοκιμάζουν τοπικές γεύσεις γαστρονομικές και φυσικά και την τοπική κουλτούρα που έχουμε εδώ πέρα.
Ακριβώς.
Φέτος το BarEngage ξεκίνησε πολύ δυνατά με ένα πολύ ωραίο event, ένα welcome party στον κήπο του Κλίμαξ.
Που στην ουσία ήρθαν άτομα από το bartenders από το Λονδίνο, bartenders από το Παρίσι.
Και εννοείται ότι δεν μπορούσαν να λείπουν τα ελληνικά μπαρ.
Το BarEngage 2 βρίσκεται στην πλήρη εξέλιξη. Κατευθυνόμαστε μαζί με τον Στέφανο Θεσσαλονίκη να παραλάβουμε τα παιδιά από τον Λονδίνο και τον Παρίσι, να τους οδηγήσουμε στη Λάρισα και να συνεχιστεί η διοργάνωση.
Hello there, my name's Jake O'Brien Murphy. I'm from Liverpool in England and I work in Calais and Shoreditch in London. It's my first time in Greece and I'm here to make some drinks in a bar called Kubrick in Larissa. And I'm really excited to see what Larissa, Kubrick and Greece have got to show us.
Hi, my name's Dan Garnell. I'm from Happiness Forgets in London. And I'm out here in Larissa for the first time with the lovely guys from BarEngage to show, so they can show us what they're doing.
In her heart there's a hole, there's a black mark on her soul. In her hands is my heart, and she won't let go till it's scarred. Try to breathe but I can't, cause the air she feeds me is damned. Got a touch like a thorn, cause the girl she's hiding horns. She got
in their lovely city with cocktails, food and community. I'm also very excited to see some of the new Greek spirits that are coming out and how they're using them so we can take them back to London and also try and see what we can do over there to create two different styles with the same product and also see the versatility in what they're doing compared to what we can do. And also I'm just very excited to go around some really like true distilleries, in my opinion, to actually see the passion and the care that actually goes into a lot of work. So far we've had an amazing lunch, it's been absolutely incredible and I'm very excited to see what they have in store for us tonight with the big party by the Clumsies and to see where we go from there.
She got two little horns and they give me a little She got two little horns and they give me a little
Hi, my name's Aidan. I'm from Edinburgh in Scotland. I'm living in London now. I think I've been in London for about 3 years, 3.5 maybe. And I work in a cocktail bar called Dandelion. I've been there since it opened. We like to do a lot of kind of like work behind the scenes. So we've got guys that come in and prep for hours and hours a day, but it means that the service on the bar is quicker, so we get more time to like spend with our guests. So the style, I guess, is it's all focused around kind of making people feel welcome and talking to our guests. The bar scene in London's incredible. I think it's probably the most diverse scene in the world. There's everything from really beautiful small boutique hotels to party bars to underground speakeasies. And the amazing thing about London is that like each area has almost its own like identity or style. So depending on what you want from your night out, you can kind of pick and choose. So it's lovely. The Greek bar scene is something, I think, when Dandelion first opened, we had a great relationship with a lot of Greek kind of bartenders and bar and brands, and we like to work a lot with them. we've done some guest shifts and some events in Greece, and I was lucky. I came to Athens for the American bar show, which was awesome and really good fun. And I'm from Scotland, and I've said this, but I think that the hospitality in Greece and Scotland are very similar. It's a really warm country, and yeah, I think the scene's doing really well.
Throw your uppercut, try to hit me in the gut, thinking that I won't react. You whisper in my name, thinking I won't be the same. Turn fiction into fact. See what you didn't know, bruises that I'll never show, slipping on your every jam.
Hi, my name is Adama Balo. I'm bartender, head bartender at Lockwood, Paris. Cocktail bar open since 3.5 years in the area of Montorgueil in Paris. It used to be a coffee shop before with a huge cocktail bar at the basement. Any particular style? Yeah, of course, I have a particular style, which is no style. I mean, I don't like to do cocktails a bit too much with 15 ingredients in it. My stuff is classic cocktails. I like a really good drink, as I said, Manhattan just before. There's only 3 ingredients, or I don't know, dark and stormy, or old-fashioned. So my style is just to take a nice classic cocktail that I like and then just do a twist on it. My first impression of Larissa was really good because I didn't know what to expect. I had people just waiting for me at the airport and welcoming me. They don't know me, I don't know them. And they were like all smiley and friendly and give me a hug, oh, how are you doing? And I really liked it. Actually, I heard about the Greek bar scene 4 years ago, something like that. When I used to work at Little Red Door, I had people from Athens coming at Little Red Door and doing guest bartending. I remember it was really nice and interesting. I remember one drink with yogurt, which was my favorite. BarEngage, to me, is huge. Honestly, I really didn't expect something like that big. It's really nice world and it will become bigger. My favorite bar in the world, my favorite bar in the world can be Syndicat or maybe Calbar. I don't know, maybe both. My favorite cocktail is Manhattan, for sure. What happened last night, I won't tell you. Anyway, I don't remember.
It's almost like you need it. Ooh, sad song. My words could never tell.
So my name is Kayla, I'm Spanish and I live in Paris and I work at Le Redor.
Why didn't you tell me Paris was such a nightmare?
I moved to Paris after spending 4 years in London, working in a restaurant bar called Hoxmore. So BarEngage is just awesome. I don't know how I got here, and it's just amazing finding, the culture very similar to the Spanish one. I have studied history of art, and obviously Greece is a big thing, beginning of whole civilization, and I was really looking forward to come here. It's very similar to the south of Spain, everything more conglomerate, and also bar-wise is just very surprising how alive it is and how modern and how actual it is. So we tasted today Cipro and Oza, and two products that I didn't know.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Have you ever seen how Cipro is distilled? Cipro comes always from grapes. If you want to name something Cipro, it has to be at least 2 times distilled, and the portions of grape skins and wine or must that we use inside can be at least 30 to 70.
I really enjoyed Cipro. I thought I had never actually tasted that spirit, and it's very complex, but also like the different samples that we tasted, they tasted completely different from each other, so it's like a spirit with a huge personality. I hadn't really heard about the bar scene in Greece before, but I'm very surprised that in a small town as Larissa, it's just awesome bars, just really awesome, really pretty, and they're so bubbly and so exciting. I love it. And favorite cocktail, daiquiri. Always, yep.
What? No, really.
Llamas. 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 Llamas.
So my name is Aurélie, I'm co-owner and bartender at Copra Bay in Paris.
I thought we were over. I thought we were done.
Which is a cocktail bar that opened 2.5 years ago in the 10th. And I opened this place with 2 associates, Elfie and Julien. So we got a chance to be there for a special reason called BarEngage. For the people who don't know it, it's a kind of an exchange Greek bartender organize these events to provide their culture, to provide the bar scene, and also to provide the exchange between bartenders from different places and area. I love BarEngage, and that's what guys really did a great way. During the last 4 days in Larissa, there's a lot of things that impressed me. I guess the point that impressed me the most was the concept. As I said before, they're always on point. I've never seen as many restaurants, bars, coffee shops in a square meters, and the point is that it's always crowded. So that's something that maybe we miss really in France. Like in Paris, if you want to sit outside in the sun when it's cold, you have to fight for a table on the terrace because there's not that much spot, there's not that much anything. And people are full of energy. Every single place is so different that you want to explore everything, and that's the things that I've loved the most over there with the hospitality of the people. We really have to learn from that.
So you know that this is a food tour, so we're going to eat and drink. This is the oldest shop in the city of Larissa and one of the oldest in Greece. It was established in 1871.
The last few days have been amazing, and we've been taken around distilleries, wineries, spice shops, bakeries, coffees, and for a small town or a small city, it's the level of care and love for what people do is amazing and really inspiring. We didn't know what to expect, and I think everyone on the trip has just been kind of blown away by the hospitality, by people's care and attention to what they do. It's amazing. I think everyone feels the same. When they go on holiday, they'll have a terrible product, like an ouzo or something, and then you come in and you taste how beautiful products can be. It's cool.
My name's Rosie Mitchell, and I work for 69 Colbrook Row in London. So with 69 Colbrook Row, we have a separate entity that's attached to it called the Drink Factory, which is a creative space and kitchen lab where we make all the drinks for our menu. So we create everything ourselves, so syrups, cordials, bitters, we even redistill things. And then we also do consultancy for other things as well. So we have Izetta Townhouse and Dinner by Heston in Melbourne. So that's kind of what makes us a little bit different. We create everything ourselves. So yeah, with the Greek scene, I think over in England we know a lot about trap bar and especially the clumsies. The clumsies are really pushing things forward. But coming here has really kind of opened my eyes to the scene that's progressing in recent moments. So my first impressions of Larissa, I was just really amazed by how humble and hospitable the entire scene is. I think the way of life and the drinking culture out here is very, very different to London, but also just I can see how it's really progressing, which I think is amazing. With Larissa, I think what's a little bit different is there is all these amazing things going on, but it's just a bit more relaxed kind of environment, which I actually really prefer. So as you can see, we're at the Thessaly distillery today. So we had this wonderful introduction of Sipro.
Το τσίπουρο, αν το δούμε από την πλευρά της δυναμικής του, είναι ένα προϊόν που πλέον παίρνει τη θέση που πρέπει στην ελληνική αγορά, στην ελληνική γαστρονομία, το οποίο το αναδείξαμε εδώ και 25-28 χρόνια περίπου. Σήμερα η ελληνική γαστρονομία περιέχει ασφαλώς το τσίπουρο. Και για να πούμε τα πράγματα με απλά λόγια, το τσίπουρο είναι μόδα και παραμένει μόδα παρόλα τα εμπόδια που υπάρχουν. Και δεν μιλάμε μόνο για την ελληνική αγορά πλέον. Το τσίπουρο έχει φτάσει σε όλες τις υπήρους και στις 5 υπήρους και θα έλεγα πέρα από τα καλύτερα εστιατόρια της Ελλάδος υπάρχει και στα καλύτερα εστιατόρια του κόσμου.
I've really learned how kind of vast the entire like Cipro kind of range can be. I mean, I've tasted something today that was absolutely amazing, which is all peachy and creamy and fresh, and then you can get these really, really amazing like vegetal kind of savoury Cipros as well, which I think is phenomenal. I mean, there's so much diversity in it. I think there's a lot that you can do when it comes to drinks, so I'm kind of spending my time now trying to think about what I would do when I go back to London. So my idea behind this drink was to use the very, very basic element of what Cipro is, so just the grapes and then accentuate the flavours in it. Really, really like simple twist on the Collins. So first things first is you have a grape syrup, so it's just a red grape syrup. So it's 2 parts red grape juice to 1 part sugar. And I'm going to add a dry white Greek wine. So that's just going to kind of help add to the crisp and the fresh like grape flavour that you get from the Cipro. And then lemon juice, so a little bit of citrus. And then the Cipro. So this specific type of Cipro I've decided to use because it has this really kind of delicious peachy fresh flavour to it, which I think will be really, really nice when you put into a Collins. And then I'm going to shake that. And just top with a tiny, tiny bit of soda. And then just to add to the garnish, really, really simple, but just a note to the grapes, just 3 little grape slices.
Comment ça fait déjà? Ça fait, je sais plus comment ça fait. Bon, j'ai demandé de venir sa peau fraîche, elle m'a dit, c'est caché dans la rosée qui rend les bergères jolies. Hein? Tu connais ou pas? Hein? Elle m'a dit d'aller siffler là sur la colline.
Avec un petit couvert déganté, j'ai cueilli les fleurs et j'ai sifflé fort que j'ai pu. J'ai attendu, elle n'est jamais venue. Zai, 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 zai. Zai, 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 zai. Zai, 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 zai. Zai, 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 zai. À la foire du village, un jour je lui ai soufflé.
So the last 4 days we got the chance to discover a city, but not only like a region and a country culture. And
excited. This spot is so beautiful and you can feel the history, which is nice.
Hi guys, I'm Aurélie. I'm co-owner and bartender at Couperet in Paris, and today I'm going to introduce you a cocktail, kind of a local way, which is done with some products that we discovered during our stay here in Larissa for the BarEngage. So let's start right away. First of all, I was thinking about this cocktail, about working with products that everyone got at home over there. So first things, cicoudie. So for the people who don't know it, it's a eau de vie based on grape, which is one of the most famous products from the area of Larissa. For the little kick and the hint of anise, I'm just gonna add a little bit of ouzo. That's gonna bring this little like anise touch and some freshness to the drinks. A little bit of honey that I infused with Greek tea from the mountains. For the people who don't know it, it got those kind of like lemony flavor. It's a little bit like verbena, and it's very nice to infuse in drinks. It's very powerful. So I'm gonna add a little bit of more honey. And then I'm gonna add milk. So milk for different reasons. Of course, we do love frappé there. My favorite is actually Café Freddo, but the cappuccino one, so I love milk. And there's a very good initiative that has been done in Larissa and in other cities there. After the crisis, some people implement some distributors of milk where people can 24 hours per day go and check their milk every single day. And I guess it's a very nice idea. And that's the kind of things that I really love. You can choose from like entire milk or like half cream milk, which is very cool. So we're gonna add a little bit of it. For the information, I infuse it. So I infuse it with coffee, of course. Just brewed this morning. Cardamom, we're gonna bring the freshness and make the links with anise. And then I'm gonna add a little bit of dried grapes. You also know how much grapes are important there for everything. Comes from the wine, from the raki, cicoudie, but also for the food every day. And we're just gonna shake it and serve it a little bit like a frappé or a freddo. We can make it with alcohol, so why not with let's do it the Greek way. We serve it in a milk mug to go. Then that's really something you can do very easily at home. That's something you can take away, even if it's not always good. If you go to the park, for example, when it's sunny like today. And let's add a little Greek touch, just because I love it. Yamas everyone, cheers.
BarEngage, I saw the video from it last year and I thought it looked amazing and really good fun. But in my head I thought it was just going to be like kind of a piss up party with some bartenders. But actually, like the way that the trip's been ran, you've got to see kind of the whole city, you get to like actually understand how people are, and that never happens when when you go on a trip. So we've been to like beautiful sites, like the monastery. The trip was incredible, and yeah, it's been an amazing week. Yeah, an amazing fun. So last night I did a guest shift in Epicure 5, and it was like super fun, really good, and like had lots of guests around the bar, and I was chatting away, and then a table asked me to come over to them and talk to them, and there's two huge big Greek guys with their wives, and they invited me up to their hotel room, which was cool. Unfortunately, I still had a shift to do, so I had to decline, but it was cool. The Greek hospitality is, yeah, it's nice. And the drink I'm going to do for you today is something quite similar to what we do at Dandelion, but I guess it's inspired by my time in Greece and in Larissa and with all the beautiful places that we've been to with the guys. So I'm going to ice my glass first. I'm quite a slow bartender, so that's why they've put me here. But I've got a pretty cool view to make a martini. Today, basically, we went to a beautiful winery today and we tasted this wine, which is really lovely and aromatic and floral, but also quite light and fresh. So it works very well to make like a vermouth style. So I've made a vermouth, which is here. Okay. The vermouth is using a few different botanicals and spices and flavors that I've got from when I've been in Larissa. So some of them are here. They're also going to pair really nicely with the wine. So I've got some lavender, some rose, some chamomile and some anise. Anise is obviously a huge kind of part of Greek drinking culture. And then I've also added some fresh mint to the vermouth as well. So it's like got a nice like bright lightness. And I'm going to add a double shot of the vermouth. With the vermouth, it was a really simple way to do it. So I added the wine, I added all the spices in and a little bit of sugar, and then I just cooked it in the microwave for a little bit of time. And then I used some chiparo to fortify it. So it works really well. You're going to get that lovely like dry aromatic taste again. And then I'm going to use a little bit of skinos. This is going to give the drink a really nice freshness and it'll work really well with the mint to be bright. And I'm going to use some lovely gin as well. So again, a double shot. I figured if I'm in Greece, I'll make a martini. I'm from London, or I work in London, so martini style is good. But because we're using more vermouth, it's going to be lighter, so it's going to work really well in the summer. It's nice and fresh. So I'm by the sea, so I wanted to do something that's kind of reminiscent of the sea, so something like maybe like a little bit salty. So I've got some pineapple leaves, which I'm just going to tear and add these in. So this is going to give the drink like a really nice like kind of green savoury taste as well. And then just give it like a nice little stir. We also used a little bit of sea salt in the vermouth as well. Just a quick stir. Because there's vermouth, I don't want it to be really cold. I like the aromatic wine is nice and sweet, so it kind of works well, so it doesn't need to be ice cold. And then I'm just going to strain. So I'm garnished with a sprig of mint and also with a sexy olive. And this is my martini.
BarEngage, I already told you. It's to me not because we're there, but it's really the most amazing and stunning and great event I've ever seen. So call me every time you do it, please. Yeah, is there? Yeah. No, it's really an amazing stuff. As I told you, food, the climate, the people, the bars, the restaurants. Everything is good. The place, I know that you already know that is wonderful, so I don't have to tell you that you live in a great place. But people, yeah, people are amazing. I come from a country that is so similar, but I never saw something like that. So really, it's an amazing place. And Sfinaki.
To abide to my stereotype. You'd be surprised if you took a look inside.